What began as an experiment to bring my 11-year-old daughter into my business has evolved into Our Young Creators. A podcast, a training center, and a movement dedicated to equipping kids with real-world marketable skills so that they can fund their own brighter futures. We're here to inspire you to turn consumption time on devices into creation time and use technology as a tool to bond and not bicker with your kids. Join us each week as we share the inner workings of our partnership and bring you stories from guests of all ages and from all walks of life on our quest to nurture and to celebrate our young creators. We're facing a problem that is a national obsession, an addiction, one that is quickly becoming an epidemic, my friends. This epidemic threatens to tear families apart and could literally threaten our future prosperity, innovation, and leadership of our country, if not the world. My name is Yang Pratt, Chief Dreamer, podcaster, and author right here at Our Young Creators. Welcome to today's podcast, number 190. This episode is one of, if not the most important episode we've created to date. The epidemic to which I'm referring is one that I overhear just about everywhere I go. Nearly every conversation with another parent hints to this epidemic. It's the most frequently asked question I have been getting for years now, even before coming into this online space. What is this epidemic? Digital devices. More specifically, the time that we're spending on those devices. Time is being taken away from our work days, our friendships, and our families. Parents and kids alike are spending increasing amounts of time mindlessly scrolling, looking at our devices, and we're spending less time with our families as a result. Now, you may be thinking, but doesn't Our Young Creators advocate the use of technology and devices? Yes, we do. However, there is a distinct difference between mindlessly scrolling our news feeds and interacting with the creations of others in the form of streaming videos, video games, and the like, versus what we actually do here and advocate for here at Our Young Creators. Here at OYC, we advocate for the use of intentional technology and shifting from consumer to creator on digital devices. Now, the key word here is intentional technology. Using technology with intention means to view tech and our devices as tools to create more good in the world, tools to share our voices, our gifts, and our talents with others. Tools we can use to serve others, and tools we can use to create the changes we wish to see in the world. It means turning our digital devices literally into tools for creation. We're harnessing the power that technology has to offer by teaching our students that when we're intentional with how we use our devices and we're intentional about creating on those devices, we're taking back control of our lives and our time, meaning we are creating more family time. In September, the New York Times published an article about 3 tips to use technology with your family. Now, if you're interested in reading the article, I will post a link over on our website at ouryoungcreators.com/190. Tip number 3 hit the nail on the head and truly epitomizes the global movement we are creating here at Our Young Creators. Tip number 3 is make tech a family affair. In this tip, it's suggested that we as parents need to be involved with our kids' use of technology so we can bond with our kids. Sound familiar? We're often quoted as saying, we help families bond, not bicker, over time spent on digital devices. By bringing families to the table together, we can create shared experiences and truly bring back family time. Who's with me? Who is ready to shift the paradigm and turn consumption time on devices, the very epidemic I referred to at the beginning of this episode, and turn that into creation time? If you're ready to be more intentional with the use of your family's time spent on devices, I invite you to join me this weekend inside of round number 4 of Podcast in a Weekend. You can save your seat over at bit.ly/podcastinaweekend. You and your kiddos will spend quality time together, side by side, and learn to create a podcast from start to finish. Now, if you're watching live, catching the replay, or listening over on the podcast, and you're thinking, I am just not very techie, so podcasting is not for me. Here's the thing. Your kiddos likely understand technology really, really well. Let them take the role of teacher this weekend and help you navigate technology. Let's show them by example that you appreciate their gifts and talents and that you don't know it all, and that is okay. It's okay for your kids to be the teachers sometimes. Now, with the advent of so many voice-activated devices these days, from Google Home to Alexa and all of the others, getting ourselves and our messages and our unique gifts onto those platforms and making use of this new technology just makes sense. When you combine your passions with those of your kids, and then you share your experiences with others, no matter what they are, you're literally stepping into the role of serving others. If there's one thing I've learned in my 17 years as an entrepreneur, it is this. No matter who you are, and no matter what experiences you had, there is literally someone out there waiting for you to step up, waiting for you to share your gifts, your talents, your struggles, your wins, to help them along their journey, to inspire them, and to demonstrate that they're not the only ones going through a certain situation. It is truly time to shift from being consumers to becoming creators and using our digital devices to do so. No longer are we going to settle for mindlessly scrolling on our devices and binging on the creations of others as our main activity on our devices. Let's be the ones to do the creating And let's do it together with our kids so we can bring back family time, because there absolutely is nothing more important than our family. You can save your seat inside of Podcast in a Weekend at bit.ly/podcast in a weekend. As we wrap up episode 190, I want to say thank you for tuning in and listening or watching this episode, which is really more like our credo or our manifesto here at Our Young Creators. And if there's someone in your life that needs to hear this message today, I ask that you share this video with them or share the podcast with them. Because the more people who are using our digital devices to create side by side with our kiddos, the better shape we're going to be in the future. The time to jump into intentional technology is now. Let's work together to reverse this epidemic that's disrupting and destroying our families. Let's bring back family time, and let's use digital devices to make it happen. Thanks for tuning in today, my friends. I'll catch you next time. Cheers. Ready to get uncomfortable? I challenge you, my friend, to do 100 days of Facebook Live videos right alongside Tasha and I, starting on December 10th. To join in on this free adventure, head over to bit.ly/100 days of FB Live to sign up and join in on the fun. Let's go out there, get uncomfortable, and change our lives in the process.